Hi, and welcome to the walkthrough for the Holidays Stories. So when you get your link, you'll be directed to a page like this, and you're just going to want to hit Use Template, and that will bring you directly into your own Canva account with the template all ready to go. So the first thing you're probably going to want to do is head over to File and make a copy, and this just ensures that you always have the original in your home page area so that you don't have to go to Etsy and re-download it all over again. So once you've made a copy, you are good to go, and the first thing you're going to want to do is probably upload your own photos, unless you want to use these stock photos here. But if you have your own photos in mind, you head over to Uploads, Upload Media, and then you can choose what location you want to grab those photos from, usually from your computer. But it can be from any one of these places. And now once you have uploaded your photos, it'll look similar to this, and you can just go ahead and start dragging and dropping them directly into place. They'll snap right into place. So one thing to note about some of these photos is you'll notice that, for example, this one, there were some adjustments made to it. So when you take your own photo and pop it in, the adjustments will be applied to the photo that you put into the frame. So let me just undo that. If you select the photo frame and head over to Adjust, you'll see there are slight adjustments. I've reduced the saturation just to complement the color of the template. So if you want full saturation, you want full color, and you're wondering why it's not working, that's probably it. So you head over to Reset, and that will reset the color to the original of the photo, and then you can pop your own photo into place, and the colors will be bright and beautiful if that's what you're looking for. So the next thing to note is that you can change colors. So if you're not happy with the color of the fonts, or you have your own brand colors that you want to bring into the template, then this is how you would do that. You click on any element that you want to change, head over to the color palette, and you can put your own company or brand colors hex code into this area here, or you can choose some that Canva has chosen for you here. So you can choose default colors, or just head over to this color wheel and play around with it. Here, maybe you want a nice green for Christmas, and you can do something like that. Now also, if you are shifting the color, if you're changing your font, then you can highlight the font box and head over to fonts, similar to color, and just change the fonts to whatever you want. If you have your own brand font, then go ahead and put that in here. You can also adjust the spacing of any text that's in this template. So here we're going to adjust the spacing between the letters, and that just gives you a little bit more room to work with, or you can make it a little bit wider. You can also adjust the line height, which I'll show you later when it's relevant. Let me go down here. So we also have backgrounds. This is like a textured linen paper type background. So if you're not digging that and you want to choose your own, you head over to Photos, and you can just type in something like texture background. And that will bring up a whole bunch of options for you. And what you can do is you can just pop them into the background. It'll automatically adjust, and there is a transparency here. So you're going to want to play around with the transparency until you get something that you like. If you don't want a textured background and you just want a color, then you can head over to Background, and here you can just select any color that you want. So if you have a brand color that you want to work with, this is an opportunity for you to do that, or you can select a nice red color for Christmas. Okay. Now you might want to add elements here to make this template your own. Let's just adjust the color of this. You might want to add elements to make this your own. So you head over to Elements, and then you can maybe add snowflakes if you want to add those in there. You can add any elements that you want to just make this template a little bit more unique to your own style or what you want to convey. So when I go down here, I might even want to do something animated, because if I'm using this on stories, this is a great way to just add a little bit of pizzazz. You can also do this directly in stories. by heading over to the GIF area and just selecting something that's animated there. But you can do it directly in Canva as well. So that's an option for you. A great thing that you can do is add animations. So all of these slides can become animated. Now there are some pro options here. So if you don't have the pro, you have all of these free ones, and you can do something cool like tumble. And then when you go to download it, you're going to select MP4 video. And when you bring it into stories, it will upload as a video and it will look like that. There we go. Just wanted to show you the tumble effect. So when you upload it to stories, it'll tumble in like that. That's totally up to you though, if you want to do that or not. Now there are some, so this big blank space here, you might be wondering what that's about, and it's for stickers. So in things like this, like when you're the new homeowner gift guide, I've left areas intentionally for stickers because this is IG stories, and in IG stories it's really important to have some kind of engagement. So I've left that area free for you to either add your own text when you're in stories, or things like stickers, like question stickers or poll stickers or anything that you want to add there to promote engagement. Now, if you have no desire to do that and you just want to pop these into story, then I would just move this out of the way and elongate this photo box. And then you have something that's filled out beautifully, taking up the entire frame. And then you can go back to spacing and widen this a bit. And that way you can take up the whole, and you can double click on any image box to move it around in the frame. So you'll see that there are a couple times when there's a big space, and that's always for engagement. So if there's ever a big space and you're thinking, why is that space there? That's exactly why. So just keep that in mind when you are going through and designing everything. So another great thing that you can do with these is you can multi-purpose them. So you can use this for Pinterest. So if you have this holiday movie checklist or anything that you've used for your checklist, you can actually save these and upload them directly to Pinterest. The size works, but you can also, if you have Canva Pro, head over to this resize function, type in pin, and you'll have the exact specifications for a Pinterest pin. So you can do that. I've used these directly on Pinterest without a problem, but if you do want to have the exact sizing, then you can always file, create a new design, choose a Pinterest pin, and once you've created that, you just copy these elements into that new design. This is only for people who don't have Pro. If you have the Pro version, you can do that simply by heading over to Resize and typing in pin, and then copy and resize, and it'll do it automatically for you. So now if you want to use these for different post ideas, that is a fantastic way to get the most out of these templates. So you can do holiday listings. You can change this to a listing of yours. You can put new, just listed for the holidays. You can use it to, instead of on the blog, which I believe is down here, you could use it to direct people to your podcast. Instead of contests, you could use this area to get lead generation, and you could direct them to freebies that you're offering or articles or anything like that. Now you might want to, when we have this one up here, it says this way, meaning when you bring this into stories, you're probably going to want to put an arrow that's pointing them to slide to your next slide. And that means you need those slides. So you can either use these ones that are already set up for you, or what you can do is you can duplicate. So head over to the top of the slides and hit duplicate page. Then I'm going to bring it below, and I'm just going to start putting in the information that matches this. So holiday decor tips, tip number 1. What is it called? Like, not bake, boil. Oh my gosh. Add holiday scents. So you can do something like add holiday scents, and then you can go over here to the photo section, type in Christmas or holidays, and you can Christmas nutmeg. Oops. Yeah, so you could do something like that, add holiday scents. And then you could just keep going. I could duplicate this page and then just rearrange my boxes and just do something that's just slightly different for each frame, but I'm still keeping the same look and tone so that they know it's part of the same story. So another holiday decor tip could be make homemade ornaments, and then you go here, make ornaments, and we want stuff that looks a little bit homemade because we just said homemade ornaments. So I'm just going to scroll down here and find something that is, there we go. So make homemade ornaments, and then you can put in your own little thing here. They don't all have to be realtor approved. You can put kid approved or kid friendly or whatever the case may be. And you can just keep doing this over and over depending on how many slides you want to include. So this is a great way to get a lot of mileage out of these templates, and a great way to just showcase things like, instead of just saying holiday decor, you can actually walk people through the steps that they would need to take in order to have the best holiday decor. Obviously, these are just examples. You can come up with your own, and it's just a way to add more slides, more templates that you can reuse over and over again. Now, when the holidays are over, you're still going to have these, and you can adjust them to fit any kind of real estate things that you want to share on stories over and over again. Now, when you are done designing, I love to use this grid view. So I click on the grid view, and this is a great way to take a peek at all of the things that you've designed to make sure that there is a steady theme, that you have not gone awry on one of your slides, or that there's a nice cohesive look to everything. This is a great way to do that. So you get like one big overview of everything that you've created, and then you can decide if there's any final touches that you need on any of the slides. And then when you're done that, it is time to download. And this is where you can either download as a PNG file, which will download everything as just an image that you can then upload to Stories or Pinterest. Or if you've added animated elements, or you've added an animation to all of your slides, then you're going to want to download as an MP4. So you select MP4, and then you can either select all your pages, or you can just pick and choose depending on what your needs are. So if I just want to download this one, I can, or just these two, and then you hit download. That will download your file and save it as a zip file. You unzip it, and then you send it to yourself any way that you normally would, either by AirDrop or Google Drive, or emailing it to yourself, any way that you normally send photos to yourself to post on Instagram. And that's it. I hope that helped. And if you need any more tips or tricks, you can visit 4thstreetcreative.com/tutorials. Happy designing.